Yeah, I'm Bob Munro. I was diagnosed 3 years ago when I was 52, and I had several failed treatments. But at the moment, I'm taking Revlimid, and I'm on an even keel. They haven't got the myeloma down to zero. I'm got quite a high paraprotein still, but I'm steady. The very first moment, I was absolutely distraught, I suppose, because the consultant who explained it to me, who wasn't a myeloma specialist but understood most of the of what was going on, told me that it was a cancer in the bone. And my perception of that was other cancers can be pretty bad, and when they go to the bone, that's a disaster. And for mine to start in the bone seemed to me like the worst possible prognosis. Everything changed, of course. I was originally told I may be able to work during treatment, but if that didn't prove to be the case, so I was completely off work for 2 years, and even now I can't really do a full-time job. It changed for my family. Obviously, the not working has impacted us massively financially as well. It's been a real struggle over the last couple of years. But it's changed, in some ways, it's changed things positively. We're doing things. We've been absolutely bowled over by the support. I do feel lucky that we seem to have a very good, close support network. I don't have a large family, but I've got a lot of friends, and they've been very, very supportive indeed. Some of it has been helping us out financially, but most of it is just keeping in touch. And there were a few people that struggled to make that contact initially, and I completely understand that, because I think if it was the other way around, I would struggle. I wouldn't know what to say to people, and it's still a problem. People sometimes don't know what to say to you, but I tend to grasp the nettle there and take the initiative and tell people what's going on, and try and put them at ease. I think being open with people is the best way, because otherwise it just creates a sort of a barrier between you if they don't know what's going on. As I said, it's very difficult for them to make that approach and to ask you what's going on. They don't know what questions to ask. So I think it's very important that you do make people understand. Awareness of myeloma is obviously a big issue. I haven't met a single person with myeloma who had heard of it before they were diagnosed. That's amazing, absolutely amazing. And I think it's important that we do try and raise awareness in the general community. And I understand that the diagnosis of myeloma is very difficult. Once again, everybody I've spoken to with myeloma has got a nasty story about not being diagnosed and taking a long time to be diagnosed. Now that I know more about it, I do understand how difficult it is for GPs to make that connection, because of the age of the myeloma sufferers, and everyone has fatigue, a lot of people have anemia, everyone has backache, and it's very hard to sort of match those things up and come up with a diagnosis. Because at the moment the outlook is still not very good for all of us, and because there are not enough drugs and treatments, but because there are so many in the pipeline, we're so close to going that extra step and getting myeloma to a situation where the 5-year survival rate is not below 50% as it is now, but it gets up to sort of 80, 90%. It's not going to happen instantly, but if we understand that the only way a lot of us can survive is to improve the treatments, improve the drugs, and to get more on board, and then to get involved in raising money and raising awareness, that's going to help. And to me, it seems obvious. That's why I'm so passionate about it. I'm a super optimist, and actually there are so many treatments in the pipeline, so close to being approved and developed, that we're very, very close. And so literally every penny, every pound that we raise towards helping that acceleration of treatment is going to be used efficiently. My motivation now is really that I've discovered this huge passion for fundraising, to make a difference, and on a selfish basis, for me, I need to, it's going to help me live longer. But I'm just one of a community of whatever it is, 20,000 people at the moment in the UK, who all need help. So I really feel, as I said earlier, it's almost like a calling. I'm motivated to get that fundraising in, and then to make sure that it's channeled in the right way through the charity, so it's going to make a difference to all of us with myeloma and to people that are diagnosed along the way as well.